live. Just gonna make sure that my stream is working. Alright, cool. I think I'm good to go. Hello everybody, it's me, the Italian Gamer Joe, and tonight I am playing more of Nancy Drew, Legend of the Crystal Skull. Wow, that lighting is not that great. Let's see. Would it be any better if I did some setting changes real quick? Just bear with me on some housekeeping. Let's see. I mean, I could do this, but we'll see how it goes. That might be a little better. Okay, maybe we'll just do that. Alright, well, hello everybody, it's me, the Italian Gamer Joe, and tonight I'm playing some more of Nancy Drew, Legend of the Crystal Skull. I'm really excited, and we're just gonna hop right in. Before we do that, I'm just gonna really quickly do some housekeeping, and I'm going to get ready to share my stream amongst the community of the adventure gamers out there. So just hang on one second as I continue getting ready to share it. How's everybody's night going? My night is going pretty well. I'm just had a work day, and now I'm getting ready to solve a mystery. All right, let's see. Before I get, so let's start here. I'm just really quickly grabbing my link, copying it, throwing it up on the Discord. Let's see. So back to my Discord channel. Hello, detectives. Streaming more of Nancy Drew, Legend of the Crystal Skull. Let's go on a treasure hunt. That is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going on a treasure hunt for some good old eyeballs tonight. So that'll be the highlight of tonight. That and trying to solve some puzzles. And you know I just love puzzles. I love puzzles. I don't like puzzles. All right, let's see. I think that's... Oh, yeah, the Nancy Drew community. I don't want to... Oh, man. Okay, we'll just see. If they get mad at me, I'll just apologize later. Okay, well, anyway. Welcome, everybody. I'm Italian Gamer Joe. I'm here. I'm playing some Nancy Drew, Legend of the Crystal Skull. And we are ready. Let's get some gum. We're going to chew some good old chewing gum from the secret passageway. Nancy's got to get her chewing gum ready for the stream. She's got to get herself some... I wonder what flavor that is. I wonder if that's watermelon or strawberry. But Nancy's just getting ready. She's... Ooh, maybe that's watermelon. Nancy's ready. She's got her chewing gum. She's got so much gum in her mouth. She's like... She's like, I got this. I'm ready to solve a mystery. Anyway, hope that all of you out there are having a nice evening. Let's get started. The grandfather clock in the hallway. I said clock in the hallway. Let's see. Explore every inch of the garden. We haven't done that yet, but I'm sure that's probably... There's probably some secrets in the garden. Find out all of Bruno's glass eyes and put them in the grate. Yeah, we haven't done that yet. That's gonna be a fun thing. Oh God, not the creepy doll. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for being here. I appreciate being here. Pull heads on those buzzard statues. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that too. Since Bruno saw fit to write a book, maybe it would be a good idea to take another look at his library. Did we do that?
Still have to do that.
Do something with that token I found in the dummy's head. We did that. Follow the clues that Bruno left on the piece of paper.
Still have to do that.
In the dummy's head. Yeah, we didn't do that yet. Take the shovel.
All done.
We did that. Check out the letter Iggy retrieved from the vents.
I haven't done that.
I thought we took out the letter already. Do what the steps in the right direction story says and see what happens. Did we not read the letter? I thought we read it. Is there something behind the letter? Yeah, I was gonna say, I could have sworn that we... Can we call Chas Milo? Is that a character we can call? Yeah, we can call the Authenticator. Let's call the Authenticator and see what happens. So we're gonna call the Authenticator.
Yeah?
Is this Milo Research and Technology?
This is Chaz, Milo. Service forwarded your call to my cell. What do you want?
Is he at the
you
gym?
all right?
I'm at the gym.
Oh yeah, he's at the
On
gym.
the treadmill. It's called multitasking.
Well, about the
People in this
letter you
game are
sent to
sassy.
Dr. Boulay, you know, where you told him the skull was a fake, I was just wondering...
I never told him that.
Never told him what?
I told him that skull was authentic.
No, you
What?
said in the letter the skull was carved using modern instruments.
I said all the tests I ran proved the skull had been hand-carved and hand-polished. Probably took decades to make.
But the letter Dr. Boulay got said just the opposite.
Then the letter he got must not have been the letter that I wrote.
Are you saying the crystal skull is real?
Oh my gosh,
Hey,
it's real.
I'm not saying it's magic or anything. I'm just saying it wasn't made using 19th century, 20th century, or 21st century technology.
Did you carbon date it to see how old it was?
The thing was pure quartz. No carbon in quartz.
Look how Nancy's just like, did
No
you carbon date it?
No carbon dating.
Nancy knows.
Hey, look, I'm gonna hang
she's
up
a
now.
professional.
If I try to talk anymore, I'm gonna pass out.
Just one more question. Did you send that letter saying the skull was authentic to anyone else?
No, just Dr. Boulay. I heard he died recently. Good thing I billed him up front.
Yeah, well, thanks for your help.
No problem.
Oh my god, we just found out that the skull is real. But that also spurs a new question. Someone counterfeit the letter and created a different letter for Nancy. Or not Nancy, for Boulay. So that is very, very interesting. I'm just gonna really quickly, I didn't bother checking if my stream sounds okay, so I'm just gonna really quickly do that. But this is some very interesting. Okay, there we go. This is just very interesting because now we know that that letter was a fake, and that apparently the skull is real. And if that's the case, then it could be worth millions. I mean, holy crap. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go in our inventory and we're gonna look at the book. Lynn, I don't know if you're still in here, but do you know if we have everything we need for the skee ball puzzle? I'm trying to figure that out. Librarian's Tale, the teeth puzzle, we solved that. This is the statue puzzle. This is the nautical puzzle. Yeah, I don't know if we have what we need for the teeth puzzle yet, so we're gonna have to hold off on that for now. Not the teeth puzzle, I'm sorry, the rooster and the puzzle there. Let's see. There's quite a few puzzles we're gonna have to solve tonight, and I'm excited, but I'm also like weary because we're gonna have to be. Let's just talk to some characters and see if there's anything we can do.
Yes?
I'll let you get back to work.
I'll let you get back to work.
Whatever.
I like how Boulay just like, whatever. Don't you whatever me. My name is Nancy Drew. And I'm a detective. You know what we could do? We could actually like mess around with this puzzle and see if we can get the puzzle to look like what it is in the book. If I can find the page. Okay, so up, and then they're jutting out, and then also jutting out. Okay. Let's just have some fun. So what did that do? It made a bunch of noises. Okay, well, this one's correct. How about this one? I like how they make little sounds. Well, okay, that's correct. That's correct. Okay, that's correct. Oh, wait a minute. So that one's wrong, I think. Okay, so it goes upwards, upwards, and then to the back, and then out, out. Upwards. Okay, so these 4 are wrong. Okay, we're getting there. These 2 look correct. This one's wrong. These 2 are right, and then this one is the only one left that has to be fixed. The left. Does anything have to do with these? Like, what do these mean? And they're all facing the same way. Is that something over there? No? Okay. I wonder why they're all facing the exact same way and they all have the exact same, like, intonation on them. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I wonder what that means. Okay, well, the top 2 are right, so that's good. Then the bottom 2 are wrong. The top 2 are right. This one looks right to me. This is wrong, and then the bottom's wrong. I don't understand what that sound hint is trying to be though. Like, what's that sound trying to portray? That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. This is the only one that's wrong. Now it's the opposite. I don't know what I'm doing. It looks like Nancy Drew games. Why do you gotta do this to me? I say that one. I'm just kind of like blindly doing it at this point. Because you know what? Luck gets me places. Totally gets me places. Okay, you know what? We're taking a break. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, let's see. What else can we do? I know that there's, in the book, there was some kind of like... Am I holding the key? Oh. In the book, there was... Oops. In the book, there was some kind of like key or something, or some kind of like... Wait, was that it? Yeah. Steps in the right direction. In a place where bones are buried, so is something too that you seek. Start where Charlie Wicker sleeps. Tread lightly on ground that sinks and seeps. Charlie will give you directions, but count on my shovel to find the way. When you find the place, a monumental task awaits. Well, we don't know who Charlie Wicker is, so we're gonna have to maybe check the... I think there's like a death thing somewhere in the grand room that lets you see who died. And we can probably look up where Charlie Wicker sleeps. PRP. Well, Wicker is W, so I don't see anything there. Wicker? No. Val, Dorian, Frederick, Felix. Richard, Polly, Wicker, where are you, Wicker? I think it's the second Felix I've seen in this book so far. Wicker. I mean, I don't see Wicker anywhere. Wicker. Charlie Wicker. There we go. October 20th, 1970. Sleeping Meadow. Plot 969. Alright, and then let's just go see where Sleeping Meadow is here, because I have no idea where Sleeping Meadow is. Oh, okay, so it's before the... So it's kind of where we solved that one puzzle, and Sleeping Meadow is right here. Okay. We got this. We got this, because we are what? Bossing it. Alright, let's go this way. Alright, Charlie Wicker, we know exactly where you are now. Are you gonna give us an eyeball? Okay, this is not it. I'm like, I know exactly where to go. The wrong way. Okay. That's not it. We have to go back that way. Down this way. There we go. So, Charlie Wicker is buried here, and those are all the compass directions. So, lucky for me, I took a picture of the puzzle. So, what I'm gonna do is use my picture solution. At least I thought I took a picture of it. There we go. Alright, so the first one is west. Wait. But it went down, so maybe we have to keep going. And then... Oh, that's so interesting. So, that is so interesting. So the skull has a 4 on it. 3... Wait, what happened? 2, 1... And then we go north then? 2 paces. And then we go east 1 pace. And then we go south 3. Go west 2. Go north 2. Go west 3. Go south 3. And then go east 1. Go north 2. Go east 1. Go north 3. And then go east 4. And then go south 5. And then go west 2. Yay! We found it! Okay, so it was a countdown timer. And then we can go ahead and use the shovel. You know, I gotta say, this Nancy Drew game, in my opinion, is definitely one of the better Nancy Drew games. Just because of how, like, I don't know, like, it definitely is not very conventional, I guess, in my opinion. There's definitely a lot of, just very sinister plots going on here. Yay, we got that. Another eyeball. Double eyeball. Like, I mean, imagine being in a cemetery by yourself in the middle of the night while it's raining, having to follow a plot like that, using a skeleton shovel that does, like, the numbery things. Like, imagine that. Like, Nancy is fearless. She is fearless. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to continue our way. Let's see. We found the eyeball. So now we can go ahead and make our way back. I love that song. It's such a great song. Alright, so let's see.
All
We
done.
did that.
Can't check that off yet. Still have to do that.
You broke the shovel on accident.
I haven't done that.
Sorry. Let's try the... You know what? We're going to go inside from this rain. And we are going to see if we can solve the grandfather clock puzzle. Because that puzzle... I'm holding it off, and I don't want to hold it off anymore. We have to figure it out. My guess is that this puzzle has 3 solutions. Because there's 3 parts in Bruno's book. Which kind of sucks, but... Okay, I need some, like, paper. Because to solve this puzzle, it's gonna drive me crazy. If I don't use paper. Gotta love puzzles and Nancy Drew games that involve using paper. At exactly midday. Okay, my question is midday 12 p.m.? Is that... Like, what does midday mean? Like, does midday actually mean 12 p.m.? Like, what does midday actually mean? Noon. Okay, so midday means 12 p.m. At exactly midday, the teacher said to his class, "What time will it be when 3 hours have passed?" Well, that's 3 p.m. and 3 hours from midday. Let's pretend it's that time and move ahead 2 hours more. So that's 5 p.m. And from there, let's say that it's 9 hours before. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So that's 8 a.m. Yes, it's 8 a.m. So that was 9 hours before. If 6 hours... That was before. If 6 hours before then... So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 a.m. We made note of the time. If 6 hours before then we made note of the time, what time would it be if we moved ahead 9? So 2 a.m., 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. His students wrote down 6 numbers in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They went back to their daydreams. If 6 hours before then we made note of the time. Exactly midday, the teacher said to his class, "What time will it be when we have 3 hours past?" That's 3 p.m. And then let's pretend that it's that time and move ahead 2 hours more. That's 5 p.m. And from there, let's say that it's 9 hours before. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10. Wait. Sorry. Okay. Exactly midday, the teacher said to his class, "What time will it be when 3 hours have passed?" That's 3 p.m. Let's pretend that it's that time and move 2 hours more. That's 5 p.m. And from there, let's say it's 9 hours before. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay. If 6 hours before then, so 6 hours before that is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 a.m. We made note of the time, that's 2 a.m. What time would it be if we moved ahead 9? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 a.m. The students wrote down 6 numbers in all. Well, if you count 12 p.m., then that's 6 hours. That's 6 numbers in all. So my guess is if we start with 12 p.m., which is this... I don't know if that was a reset, but 12 p.m. and then we want to go to 3 p.m. Okay, though that's just the okay, I get it now. So that's just like the Wait, is it moving at all? Can you move the outer one at all? Huh. So it's not gonna let us move the... Okay, if that's the case, then I think I know what we have to do then. So we start at 12 p.m., then we go to 3 p.m., then we go to 5 p.m., then we go to 8 a.m., then we go to 11, and then we go to 2. And nothing happened. Alright, let's try it again. 12, 3, 5, and then we want to go back to, that's 9, 8, and then we want to go down to 2 a.m., and then 11 a.m., 9, 10, 11. Yay, we did it! Okay. Alright, that was the first one. Okay, so that's one of the grandfather clock puzzles that we solved. But I have a feeling that there's more than one solution.
I haven't done that.
So
Still
let's
have to
just
do
check
that.
real quick to see.
I haven't done that.
Come on, how many more? No.
I haven't done that.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to keep solving it. Okay. So the second one, part 2. This one's gonna be harder. At high noon. So what does high noon mean? Like 12 p.m.? I'm Googling what high noon means. High noon, time of day. I'm looking up what high noon means. What time is high noon? I'm guessing it means 12 p.m., but we'll see. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock noon. Okay. All right, well, at 12 o'clock noon, the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed Bad Man Bart. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town, and you'd swore you'd be gone in 3. So 5 hours before 12 p.m. would be 5 hours ago. That would be 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7 p.m. And then you'd swore you'd be gone in 3. That was 5 hours ago. So at 7 p.m., 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town, and you'd swore you'd be gone in 3. So that means 7, 8, 9, 10. That means he swore he'd be gone at 10 p.m. So I'm putting that like right there. I'm putting that like in my notes. I left right when I said I would, Bart exclaimed, but just as I was riding out, my horse threw a shoe. I took him straight to the blacksmith, but he said was real busy. Said it would be 5 hours till he finished my horse. So that makes 7 p.m. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're going to be real sorry, understand? So that'll be 9 p.m. that 2 hours from now. Bart understood. He went back to the blacksmith, and an hour later was on his way out of town. So Bart leaves town at... Bart left town at 8 p.m. Okay, so 12, 10, 7, 8, 9. That was a hard one. So 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that was wrong. Let's try again. 12, 7, 9? Okay, let's see. At high noon, the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed Bad Man Bart. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town, and you swore you'd be gone in 3. There's a reason you're still here. So that 5 hours after would mean it's 7 p.m. That means that the first number then would be 7, but in this case, maybe it's 12 p.m. to... At high noon, the sheriff stepped... Just a moment. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town and swore you'd be gone in 3. So that means it's 5 p.m. now. And then just in parentheses, I'll put... That means... At 12 p.m., he said he'd be gone in 3. So I'll put a 3 p.m. here. I left right when I said I would. And then, okay, blah, 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 blah. Said it would take 2 hours. Hi, I haven't caught your first 3 parts, but I played this game a bunch, so I'm happy to hang. Hi, Sequin. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. You're welcome to hang out. Right now, we're solving the grandfather clock puzzle. Also, you're welcome to follow. Hi, I'm the Italian Gamer Joe. And this is my first Nancy Drew game that I'm streaming. I've played all of them, but it's been a hot minute since I've played Legend of the Crystal Skull. And we were able to solve the first classroom puzzle in Bruno's book, so now I'm trying to solve the second part of Bruno's book puzzle that involves the sheriff, and I want to get this puzzle out of the way and be done with it. You're welcome to backseat game me if you think I'm doing the puzzle wrong, or you're welcome to give me a hint if you think I'm screwing it up. I could really appreciate the help. Okay, so at high noon, the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed Bad Man Bart. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town and you swore you'd be gone in 3. So from 12 p.m., 5 hours, so then 5 hours later, that's 5 p.m. Ooh, it's been a minute for me too. Wish I could backseat game. I'll input if I can. Thank you. Alright, so he said he'd be gone in 3. So that means that it's 5 p.m. now, and Bart said he'd be gone in 3, so that means he promised he'd be gone at 3 p.m. I left right when I said I would, Bart exclaimed, but just as I was riding out, my horse threw a shoe. I took him straight to the blacksmith, but he was real busy. Said it would be 5 hours till he finished with my horse. Better than tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're going to be real sorry. Understand? Bart understood. He went back to the blacksmith, and an hour later was on his way out of town. So that means an hour after 5, that was 6 p.m., he left town. So I don't know how many of the hours we're supposed to be logging here, because we have 12 p.m., and then it went from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m., and then just an hour later, it was 6 p.m. So my question is it just 12, 5, 6? Because in the first part, it was 12 p.m., high noon, and then he told the sheriff told Bart, I told you to leave town 5 hours ago, but you swore you'd be gone in 3. Is there a reason you're still here? So that's 5 p.m. He said that he brought his horse to the blacksmith, and the blacksmith was busy. Said it would be 5 hours till he finished my horse. Which explains the 5 p.m. gap. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled. Because 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're going to be a real sorry. So that means the sheriff was bringing up that at 7 p.m. he'd be real sorry. Bart understood. He went back to the blacksmith, and an hour later, he was on his way out of town. So my guess is it 12 p.m.? Oh, wait, let me back out. Is it 12 p.m.? 5 p.m.? 6 p.m.? You see that yeah, what does the clock look like? If there's like a part 1, 2, 3 area, then you might want to input all the times noted inside these parts. If not, I just input whatever times at the end of the parts, if that makes sense. So for there's no part 1, part 2, part 3, unfortunately. Like, it's just a button to submit, and then you can Well, you can only change the hour hand. You can't change the minute hand. So if that makes any sense, Sequin. So I'm gonna go ahead and try 12 o'clock, and then I'll try 5 o'clock, and I'll try 3 o'clock, and then I'll try 6 o'clock, and I'll try 7 o'clock. Yeah. If maybe I'll skip this part and just go straight to part 3 for now. But I wonder if it's sequential. I might have to complete part 2 before I complete part 3. At high noon, which was 12 o'clock, I'll just record the times as I see them. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave, so that was 5 p.m. And you'd swore you'd be gone in 3, which makes it 3 p.m. The reason why you're still here. I left right when I said I would. Okay, threw the shoe. The blacksmith said that he was busy. It would take 5 hours till he finished with my horse. So that means... he said it would be 5 hours till he finished with my horse. That means that he left when he said he did. So that means he left at 12. So my guess is it 12 again? And then he said it would be 5 hours till he finished the horse. So that's either 12 p.m. then, or it's 5 p.m. Did you already complete part 1? Yes, I did complete part 1. That is correct. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're going to be real sorry. But so 2 hours from 12 is 2 p.m. But it's already 5 p.m. So that wouldn't make sense if it was 2 hours from now. So that means, I'm guessing 7 p.m. would be the next one after that. Bart understood. He went back to the blacksmith, and an hour later he was out of town. So that means Bart left town at 8 p.m. Because it's 5 p.m. already. And then better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're going to be real sorry. 2 hours from 5 o'clock is 7 o'clock. Oh, wait a minute. So that means Bart left at... Okay, wait a minute. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from 5 is 7 o'clock. So that means Bart left at 6 o'clock p.m. Yeah, that seems about right. So, an hour later, he was out of town. So, just to confirm that, high noon is 12 p.m. The sheriff asked Bart, what are you still doing here? It was 5 hours ago that I told you to leave, and you said you'd be gone in 3. So that means I recorded 12 p.m., I recorded 5 p.m., and I recorded 3 p.m. And then it says, I left town right when I said I would, which that means he left at 12. And as I was riding out, my horse threw a shoe. I took him straight to the blacksmith, but he was real busy. Said it would be 5 hours till he finished with my horse. So that means I recorded 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. I'm not sure which one to record there. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from 5 o'clock, which is the time now, 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're going to be real sorry. Understand. Bart understood. He went back to the blacksmith, and an hour later, he was out of town. So that means I recorded 7 p.m. for the sheriff's warning, and then I recorded 6 p.m. when Bart left. So my guess is that's the sequence. So it would be 12 p.m. to start, and then 5 p.m., which is when Bart arrived. 3 p.m., going back in time. And then I'm going to do 5 p.m. this time just to see if that works. And then 7 p.m., and then 6 p.m. And that did nothing. Okay, let's try it again then. 12 p.m., and then we're going to go to 6, then we're going to go back to the 5 p.m. slot when the sheriff talked to Bart. Then we're going to go to 3 p.m. again. Then I'm going to go back to 12 p.m., and then we're going to go to 7 p.m. when the warning was announced. And then 6 p.m. when Bart left. And nothing again. Okay. Maybe I have to record them together. Maybe you could try that. So 12 p.m. is high noon. 5 hours later was 5. Well, maybe I don't know if this makes sense, but maybe the order in which the timing is happening plays a part. So 5 and then 4, 3. I should try that. And then let's let's see, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, and then 6. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so then try again. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to go down to 3 p.m. Then we're going to go to 12 p.m. again, and then we're going to go to 7 p.m., and then 6 p.m. Nothing. Okay, let's try again then. 12 p.m. Well, I don't know if the sequence counts if you have to which way you go. So 12 p.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 p.m. and then 12 p.m. and then finally 5 p.m. 7 p.m. and then 6 p.m. Yeah, nothing. What was the wording again? After noon, it said 5 hours ago. It would possibly indicate 7 a.m. at the end of the paragraph. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. I probably screwed it up then. Okay, here it is. At high noon. So wait, what does high noon mean then? Noon or midday is 12 o'clock in the daytime. It is written as 12 o'clock noon. So, yeah, 7 a.m. That's a good point. At high noon, the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed Badman Bart. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town, and you swore you'd be gone in 3. So that's a good point. If it was 12 o'clock p.m., I screwed it up then. Yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking wrong. Okay, so that means, wait. 12 p.m. Oh. So I had it backwards. 5 hours before 12 p.m. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So that's 7 a.m. That's 5. Okay, yeah, you're right, Sequin. You're right. So that, well, wait, let's see. Would that maybe be 10 a.m.? 12 minus 7 plus 3, 10 a.m. at the end of the paragraph. He says, at high noon, the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed Badman Bart. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town, and you swore you'd be gone in 3. There's a reason you're still here. So that means if it's noon now, 5 hours ago was 7 a.m. And Bart promised to be gone by 10 a.m. Because you're right, you're right. 10 a.m. is 3 hours. So my question is, we recorded 12 o'clock noon. That's our best of base. So my question is, do we record the 10 a.m. or do we record the 7 a.m.? Because if we record the 10 a.m., that's the current time. No, I'm sorry. That's the time that was 5 hours ago. Or do we record the 7 a.m.? 7 a.m. was 5 hours ago, and then 10 a.m. was the time Bart promised to leave. So my question is, do we record the time Bart said he would leave, or do we record the 5 hours ago time? So that's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like a, it's up in the air for that one. Because you're right, Sequin. That's exactly like my question. I left right when I said I would, Bart exclaimed. So he left right when he said he did, which means that that makes me think that maybe it'll be fine to choose 10 a.m. because he left at 10. Wherever he was at the time at the end of the paragraph. Exactly. So 5 hours ago he was going to leave at 10 a.m. like it says in the next page. But just as I was writing out my horse through a shoe, I took him straight to the blacksmith, but he was real busy. He said it would be 5 hours until he finished my horse. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're going to be real sorry. Understand? So 2 hours from 12 p.m. is technically 2 p.m. So, Bart understood. He went back to the blacksmith, and an hour later, he was on his way out of town. So that means he left town at 3 p.m. So that means 12 p.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. That's my idea. I'm just going to try it. And I'll recap it if it's wrong. Okay, so 12 p.m. and then 11, 10, so that's 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and then 3 p.m. Okay, so that was wrong. We're getting closer. I feel like we're getting a lot closer to figuring this out. So, at high noon, the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed Badman Bart. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town and you'd swore you'd be gone in 3. So, 5 hours ago, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. That was 7 a.m. The reason why you're still here at 10 a.m. I got 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 2 p.m., 1 p.m. Wait, what? 10 a.m., 3 p.m. Okay, so it'd be 5 hours till he finished. So where did you get just the times at the end of each paragraph? All right, Sequin, I'm going to try your solution then. I don't know if that matters. Oh, you think that each paragraph represents a time? Okay, so let's see then. Well, do we count? I think we count 12 though, because that's the baseline. 10, and then 10 a.m., and then 3 p.m., 2 p.m., 1 p.m.? Maybe I'll try it without 12. We'll just see what happens. 10, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it didn't work either. I'll look at the paragraphs, though, like you said, and see if that makes a difference. So, at high noon, 12 p.m., the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed Badman Bart. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town, and you'd swore you'd be gone in 3. So that means the reason why you're still here. So that means the current time is 10 a.m. at the end of this paragraph. I left right when I said I would, which means that that would be 7 a.m. Maybe it is 12, 10, 7. I thought maybe since time will tell was all 4 letters and there were 4 paragraphs in part 1. There were only 4. Oops. Yeah, right. Okay. But he was real busy, said he would be 5 hours till he finished with my horse. Well, that 5 hours. So that means from 7 a.m. 5 hours from 7 a.m. 9, 10, 11, 12. No, wait. It's 10 a.m. So, because he left when he said he would, which was, that was 5 hours ago, which was 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Now I'm confusing myself. Okay, so 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town and you'd swear you'd be gone in 3. So he left town. Okay, so 12 p.m. is when we start. He was supposed to leave 5 hours ago. Which meant 7 a.m. Okay. And then he promised he'd leave. You swore you'd be gone in 3. So, Lynn, IRC, there's 4 times you need to find. Each paragraph is a time. Oh, so it's 4 times. Okay. So at high noon, the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed Badman Bart. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town and you swore you'd be gone in 3. The reason why you're still here. So that means 12 p.m., 5 hours from 12 p.m., 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. And then he swore he'd be gone in 3 hours. So 7, 8, 9, 10. That means I'm guessing the first time is 10 a.m. then. That's my guess for the first paragraph. I left right when I said I would. That means he left at 10 a.m. Bart exclaimed. But just as I was riding out my horse through a shoe, I took him straight to the blacksmith. But he was real busy, said it would be 5 hours till he finished with my horse. So 5 hours from 10 a.m., 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. That's 3 p.m. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from now. So 12, it's been 5 hours though, so 12. That would make it, so 12 noon. 5. That would make it 5 p.m. and 2 hours from 5 p.m. is 7 p.m. Because the sheriff is saying 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're going to be real sorry. So in the beginning, he says high noon. The sheriff stepped into the street and said, wait, at high noon. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's not 7 p.m. I'm sorry. At high noon. So 2 hours from high noon. Wait. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from high noon, if you're still here, you're going to be real sorry. 2 hours from high noon is 2 p.m. 75 hours. Okay. Okay. Bart understood. He went back to the blacksmith, and an hour later, he was on his way out of town. So that means he left town an hour later at 1 p.m. So, okay, I think I got it this time. At high noon is the current time, so it's 12 p.m. The sheriff says to Bart, 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town, and you swore you'd be gone in 3. Is there a reason why you're still here? So that first paragraph, I'm saying it's 10 a.m. because it's 12 noon, and he said 5 hours ago was 7 a.m., and he said he'd be gone in 3. So, the reason why I say 10 a.m. is because the next paragraph, he says, I left right when I said I would, which was 10 a.m. Bart exclaimed, but just as I was riding out, my horse threw a shoe, blah, 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 blah. He went to the blacksmith. The blacksmith said he was busy, said he'd be 5 hours till he finished with his horse. Well, 5 hours from 10 a.m., 12, 1, 2, 3, is 3 p.m. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're going to be real sorry. So that means the sheriff is warning him that he can't be still in town by 3. And 2 hours from 12 is 2 p.m. And then he ended up leaving at 1 p.m. So my guess is that the answer would be 10 a.m., 3 p.m. But this is I think that Sequin did this too. Yeah, I think that we did this before. I think 10, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we did the same thing. 10, 3, 2, 1. So this is so confusing. 12, 7, 10, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, Sequin. 12, 9, 8, 9, 8, 7, 10, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Sequin, I think you got it for us. Yay! Sequin got it for us. Thank you, Sequin. Throw fire and applause in the chat for Sequin for figuring it out for us. So it was 12, which was the base. I just wrote down what you said. 12, and then 7 a.m. was when he was supposed to leave. And then 10 a.m. was when he actually left. And then 3 p.m., 2 p.m., 1 p.m. was the times the sheriff wrote for each paragraph. So we got it. All right. Fire and applause in the chat for Sequin. Thank you. All right. This eyeball is dedicated to Sequin. Okay. We did it. We did it. All right. Now let's go back and do the final part and get this done. I'm going to have like... I'm going to have nightmares from clock puzzles. Okay, it was midnight, 12 a.m. on a dark and stormy night. Only 4 hours before, I had seen my dear friend Hollis. So 4 hours before, so 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. That's 8 p.m. I had seen my friend Hollis, who informed me he was leaving for the court of the Star Chamber in a mere 2 hours. So that means that would be 8. That'd be 10 p.m. that he was leaving. And feared he would never return. I realized that 6 hours after... Oh my gosh. 6 hours after what, though? After he was to enter the chamber. Oh, okay, so by 10 p.m. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1... Wait, no, 10. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4... in a mere 2 hours and feared he would never return. I realized that 6 hours... Hi, Meet RA, welcome back. We're just doing the clock puzzle part 3. And basically we have to just enter a sequence of times for this puzzle. And we're trying to figure it out. So just to recap, it was midnight on a dark and stormy night. So the first time I recorded was 12 a.m. Only 4 hours before, which is 8 p.m., I had seen my dear friend Hollis, who informed me he was leaving for the court of the Star Chamber in a mere 2 hours. He was leaving in a mere 2 hours. So that was 10. So he'd be leaving by 10 p.m. and feared he would never return. I realized that 6 hours after he was to enter the chamber, I was to surrender myself to Count Blackburn. So my question is, who informed me that he was leaving for the court of the Star Chamber in a mere 2 hours and feared he would never return. I realized that 6 hours after he was to enter the chamber. Only 4 hours before, I had seen my dear friend Hollis, who informed me he would be leaving for the court of the Star Chamber. So 4 hours before was 8 p.m. and that she saw him at 8, and he informed her that he was leaving for the court in 2 hours. So that means he left at 10 p.m. then. And feared he never returned. I realized that 6 hours after he was to enter the chamber. So I'm assuming that what time would that be after? I realized that 6 hours after he was to enter the chamber. So does that mean, because he said he would be leaving in 2 hours. So do we just assume that it's 6 hours after that 10 p.m. after he left? Because after he left, that would mean in your 2 hours. So 2 hours after 8 p.m. was 10 p.m. So 6 hours after 10 p.m. is 4 a.m. I was to surrender myself to Count Blackburn. I had no way of knowing whether after... I'm just reading this myself. I had no way of knowing whether after the usual 5 hours of interrogation, I would be able to keep my rendezvous with Lucretia 2 hours later. Okay, hold on. Hold up here. Hold up. I had no way of knowing whether the usual 5 hours of interrogation I would be able to keep my rendezvous with Lucretia 2 hours later. So she surrendered herself to Count Blackburn, and she had no way of knowing whether after the usual 5 hours of interrogation. So she surrendered herself to interrogation at 4 a.m. and then 5 hours to keep the rendezvous. Okay, so I had no way of knowing whether after the usual 5 hours of interrogation. Okay, so let's assume, so 4 a.m. would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 a.m. would be after the 5 hours of interrogation. And then the 2 hours later, 9, 10, 11. That'd make it 11 a.m. Would the Count let me leave, or would he imprison me forever? I was terrified. Man, I hated this puzzle when I played this. Yeah, these puzzles are very, very, they're very, there's a lot of interpretation involved. I mean, we literally spent the last, almost hour trying to figure it out. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I have to do some really quick, is this right? Okay, yeah, I'm switching my camera view real quick, because, okay. Anyway. Let's go back. All right. So 12 a.m. I have 12 a.m. for midnight. And then after that, I have 8 p.m. Because only 4 hours before it was 8 p.m., I had seen my dear friend Hollis, who informed me he was leaving for the court of the Star Chamber in a mere 2 hours. So that was 10 p.m. And then he feared he would never return. I realized that 6 hours after he was to enter the chamber, I was to surrender myself. That I have that around 4 a.m. That's 6 hours after 10 p.m. I was to surrender to Count Blackburn. I had no way of knowing whether, after the usual 5 hours of interrogation, I'd be able to keep my rendezvous with Lucretia 2 hours later. So 4 a.m., 5 hours later, is 9 a.m. from the interrogation, and then 2 hours after 9 a.m. is 11 a.m. So I'm going to give that a shot. So 12 o'clock midnight, and then 11, 10, 9, 8, and then back to 10, and then to 4 a.m., and then to 9 a.m., and then to 11 a.m. Yay! We did it! Okay, that one was a little easier. Okay, we did it. Thank you to everybody, to Sequin, Lynn, Mita Ray, you just got here, but thank you all for helping with that one. Okay.
All done.
Oh, we can cross that off the list. Phew. Okay. I wonder how many eyeballs do we have now? We have 17. We're getting really close to finding all these eyeballs. Okay. What's next? What is next on the list of our tasks? What more do we have to do to find this crystal skull? Follow the clues that Bruno left on the piece of paper in the dummy's head and see where they
Still
left.
have to do that.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet. Since Bruno saw fit to write a book, maybe it would be a good idea taking a look around his
Can't
library.
check that off yet.
Yeah, we didn't do that yet, did we? Did we finish all the stories in his book? Okay, time will tell. This we did. This we all did. Yeah, we did all these. A Librarian's Tale. We didn't do this. A great keeper of books, it's true am I. Many a reader through me can spy. On wondrous worlds that will never die. You could say it's magic, librarian's eye. But to get such an eye, you must first take a look at the cards that keep track of every book. The title's the thing, addition's the hook that will let you remove the orb from its nook. Okay, that's great, but it doesn't say that was a breeze comparatively, lol. I know, it was! Midare, yay, I know. Thank you. Yeah, that was... Okay, the librarian one doesn't seem... I'm not exactly sure what it's asking there, so we'll just figure it out later. The teeth one we did yesterday, so we don't have to worry about that one. Steps in the right direction, we figured that out already. The key to the statues are key. Avian statues hide secrets bound. Mechanical feathers from metal were pound. Wires and springs and levers are wound. As levers are pulled, solutions compound. A feather stands up, another falls down. You won't need to peek if you listen to sound. Aside this drawing, a solution is formed. Master of buzzards drops key to the ground. Oh, it's a key. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. Pirates and nautical nonsense. Stealthily stalking them, famished and anxious, are hunting rest waters. He was Cantinari. I can't spell that. Cantankerous. Cantankerous. I don't know. Out there were the sea-stricken pirates aplenty. A week's worth of looting left their large stomachs empty. Down to the port, we'll plunder some dinner, but the truth is that these pirates could have been thinner. Their villainous vessel was bugged down by booty. They would drop off the treasure and away they'd be scooting. They would follow up the village and make a great mess. Down to the mangroves they'd surely digress. Ah, it's a beastie. Swim for your lives. The calm sea's treachery left a surprise. A long-legged beastie whose eyes were aglow had spotted some treasure in the hold down below, and his curious nature could not let it go, so he tore down the hull and alarmed were the pirates and started to break down the structures inside it. His nautical naughtiness knocked down the ship. Those petrified pirates were muddled and miffed, so they fired their guns at this grand octopus at one leg, at two legs, at left legs, and then six. But then the creature continued with the other arms. The northwestern water wailed with alarm. The pirates abandoned this nautical nonsense and swarmed to the shore with their rather large houches. But goggles of gunmen left out getting gobbled. The creature was angry, but its own ink bobbled. So down dove the octopus right to his den. He spit out their bones and fashioned a fence. And each treasure, of course, had not left behind. He'd befriended all these baubles in very short time. And long lived this octopus hidden away. But his fate fell quite quickly on one fateful day. Wow, so we don't really know what that is. Are there any other... Okay, so Nancy mentioned to look at some books. So let's go ahead and look around the library and see if there's any other books. This feels like the night before Christmas and I love it. I know, right? Agreed. Totally agreed. Okay, so I think to finish that one puzzle that Nancy's talking about, I think I might have to call Professor Hotchkiss. because I really don't know what else to do here. And that was how I solved the last puzzle. So my guess is that I'm probably going to have to place a phone call to Hotchkiss. To good old drumstick Hotchkiss. Well, she's probably eating drumsticks as we speak. Not to spoil any of the games, but... Moonbear. Hi, Moonbear.
Yes, hello.
Welcome.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. Is this Professor Hotchkiss?
I am she, Nancy Drew. Your
Oh.
name has a ring to it. Do I know you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we met a little while back in Wisconsin.
Oh,
Isn't that a thing, though,
yes, you
where
were the
Hotchkiss never remembers
delightful
Nancy?
young lady
She never
doling out
remembers
the
where she came
samples
from?
in the tasting room of that cheese factory.
Cheese factory.
Yum, yum.
No, I met you at Wickford Castle.
That's ridiculous. There was no cheese
Oh my
tasting room
gosh.
at Wickford Castle.
No, we were both guests there. I found a journal written by Marie Antoinette which you translated. Remember?
Thanks to you, suddenly all I can think about is how wonderful
Oh my
a
gosh.
nice big slab
Hotchkiss
of
is
Colby
hilarious.
cheese
Neat.
would taste
All right,
right
I love
now.
Hotchkiss.
Listen, Mandy, I'm
Who
on
was
a
that
deadline,
snack in
so
the
if you
maroon?
could please just tell me
Thanks,
why
Moonbear.
you called.
But my name isn't...
Deadline. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Chop, chop.
Chop, chop. All right, so for those of you that may not know, Professor Hotchkiss was in one of the earlier Nancy Drew games. For those of you that don't, I forgot which game Crystal Skull is in the series. Crystal Skull is what number in the series? Nancy Drew. I don't remember which game it was. Which number? 17. Okay, so so this is Nancy Drew Part 17, and Hotchkiss was in Nancy Drew 4, which was Treasure in a Royal Tower. And Nancy mentions up above that, well, not in this paragraph, but that Hotchkiss was one of the suspects in one of the earlier Nancy Drews, and she was able to help Nancy solve a puzzle, and we're calling her again.
Did a man from New Orleans named Bruno Bollet ever call you?
Ah, now there's a name
Oh,
you
now
can
she remembers a
remember.
name.
Bollet. Nice and French. I'm a scholar of French history, you know.
Yes, I know. So did Bruno Bollet call you?
Indeed he did. Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Oui, oui. How long ago was that? Do you remember? Why did he call, if you don't mind me asking? I think I'd prefer to know why he called.
Why did he
more
call,
than-
if you don't mind my asking?
Because he had read my book, of course. The Crystal Skulls. Fact or fable, one of my best efforts.
So,
Sold
like
hotcakes
hotcakes.
smothered in a rich, tangy lemon sauce.
Did he say anything about owning one of the skulls himself? Do you remember what you talked about? Well,
Did he
I'm
say
curious to know
anything
if he
about
owned
owning
it.
one of the skulls himself?
I would have hung up on him straight away if he had. I tell you,
Really?
Brandy, if I had $1 for every crackpot who's called claiming to own one of those skulls, I'd be able to dine at the Russian tea room every evening for
Oh,
the
there's
rest
people
of
that are
my
calling
life.
Hotchkiss, claiming
All
they
right,
own the skull.
that's a bit of
Okay.
hyperbole, but you get the picture. No. If memory serves, we talked mostly about the skull called the Whisperer. He wanted to know if I had learned any more about it since my book was published, which I hadn't, or if I had any theory as to what happened
Interesting.
to it, which I didn't.
And that was the extent of your conversation?
Well, now, let me think. My, such insatiable curiosity, Nellie.
Nellie.
You remind me of someone I encountered on one of my journeys. But for the life of me, I cannot
Maybe her
remember
name
or the
was Nancy?
circumstances.
Nancy Drew? Wickford Castle?
Ah, the eyes have it.
I'm sorry?
That's what Bruno Bollet said when I turned the
Bruno
tables
Bollet said
and
Nancy
asked him
Drew,
if he
Wickford
had
Castle?
any idea where the Whisperer was. He said the
I wonder if she calls
eyes
us Nessie
have
in
it.
the Ireland game.
Then he chuckled and hung up.
Check on that and let us know. That'd be awesome if she did. So just for like a real quick just to let you all know, the Whisperer is the skull that Bruno Bollet possibly had, and the legend of the Whisperer is basically that if you take possession of it, it basically like cures you of all your ailments, of human ailments. You can basically stay alive forever. But the only thing that it can't keep you alive from is like murder. So if someone murders you, you can die, but otherwise you're basically immortal.
How much would a crystal skull like the Whisperer be worth?
In this crazy day and age, where the shorn hair and used tissues of celebrities get sold for thousands of dollars, there's absolutely no telling, Candy.
Candy.
$500,000
Nessie,
easily.
Candy.
Maybe even $1 million. Maybe 2. Maybe 10. The sky's the
Oh
limit.
my
Cha-ching,
gosh, it's worth
cha-ching.
millions. Millions.
If someone found a skull made of crystal, how could they be sure it's one of the crystal skulls?
Wonderful question, Francie. How
Now we got
indeed.
Francie. Just added to the
Because
list
there
of
are sure
nicknames.
to be thousands of fakes out there. Perhaps tens of thousands. But remember, the real skulls were made long before the tools commonly used for carving today were invented. Which means, let's put on our thinking caps.
Modern day tools would have left marks if the skull was a fake. If tests show the skull is only a couple hundred years old, then it's a fake.
Modern-day tools would have left marks if the skull was a fake?
Exactly so. Mind you,
Nancy's
the
getting a
marks
little
on
too
a
chummy,
good
Parks
fake
and
would
Rec
be
reference. Oh, I
microscopic
remember that
and
reference.
thus imperceptible to the human eye. However, any thorough laboratory analysis would quickly unmask a counterfeit.
So the only way to prove that a skull is the real deal is by proving it's not a fake?
And by examining its provenance, its history of ownership. If it can be shown that a particular specimen has been passed along from antiquity into modern times and didn't just suddenly appear in, say, Germany in the mid-19th century, that would tend to support its authenticity as well.
Wow, so it's not just a matter of also, like, figuring out if it has any modern tool pieces to it, but they actually have to, like, historians have to go back and look at the log of how the skull came to be. So if it just appeared out of nowhere, it may not be authentic. They actually have to have a record of it to prove its authenticity. So that's even more. I didn't even realize that. So not only do they have to look at the tools, but they also need a paper trail for the skull itself. Sequin, you're on a roll tonight. You're welcome, Lester. Continuing the Parks and Rec reference. I don't remember this Parks and Rec reference. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Yeah, I wish I remembered it.
The idea that the Whisperer can make its owner immortal, do you believe that?
I believe that things that defy any so-called rational explanations happen all the time, Nessie. Now, does that mean there are mysterious external forces at work in the universe of which we do not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? Oh, questions, questions, questions. Oh, how dreary life would be without them.
I love Professor Hotchkiss's like paragraph quote here, though. I mean, I know this is just a Nancy Drew game, but this Nancy Drew game is definitely getting very, very philosophical here. I mean, really take a second to read what the paragraph of like, oh, how dreary, right, Moonbear? Like, how dreary. It's just, but yeah, it's so interesting here. Like, a lot of the questions in this game, and I've seen this same like question over and over and over again. Whoever wrote this game like is trying to, I get the impression that whoever wrote this game is trying to give us the same theme that like look at Renee, for example. She believes in hoodoo magic, and look at like Bruno Belay that died believing in the idea of the Whisperer skull, or look at like Gilbert, for example, or Lamont, who have their own beliefs. There seems to be this same like theme continuing that's going on and on and on, and Hotchkiss like mentions it like very, very explicitly. Oh, hang on one second. I'm sorry. All right, sorry about that. So the theme that I seem to continue seeing over and over again, is the idea is right here. If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? And she even says it again here. I believe that things that defy any so-called rational explanations happen all the time, Nessie. Nessie. Now, does that mean there are mysterious external forces at work in the universe of which we do not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? And that seems to be the question that's happening in this game over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, you have Renee who heard noises in her house and she thought it was a ghost, or she thought it was a spell getting cast on her. We found out it's a dummy. Then you have like the Whisperer skull, that supposedly gives immortality. Do we know? We don't. And I think that's one of the interesting, exactly, Meat RA. It's about belief. We believe what we want to believe. Exactly. I think this game is very philosophical in so many ways, and it definitely, whoever wrote this game, I feel like definitely wanted to pound home that theme of, like you said here, believing what we want to believe. This is true for religion. This is true for, like, Renee in the game, voodoo, in like voodoo magic. This is the case for all these things, and I think that what makes this specific conversation so important is that like, we really don't know the answers. We never will. I mean, we don't. But it doesn't stop us from seeking answers, from seeking the truth, or from just, having the faith to believe in things. I think it's a very interesting theme to drive home in a Nancy Drew game, and I know that like, we make fun of these games sometimes, or we like sometimes are like quick to critique these games, but I really do think that whoever wrote this game did a really good job at like trying to push that kind of idea or that theme in this game, that what is fact, what's fiction, what is like, what really, I mean, or like, is it okay to just believe in something even if there is not necessarily a true explanation to it? If we don't have all the answers, it kind of goes to the idea of like faith. It's so interesting. Sequin, I missed that kind of open discussion in later games. They shied away from this as time went on. Yeah, they did kind of shy away from it, didn't they? Or maybe perhaps they just, yeah, that's a good point. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I feel like some of the Nancy Drew games are more on the lighter side. Crystal Skull was definitely more on the heavier side in terms of content, in terms of educational value, in terms of themes. But anyway, this is not a philosophy class. This is a game stream, so I'm going to go ahead and continue solving this mystery. Sequin, I kind of missed the open discussion. Yeah, Meat RA, it's because they were running out of money. Right? They didn't have time to write crazy mysteries. They're just like, you know what? Just add some puzzles in here, add some conversation. We don't have time for this. We don't have time for philosophy.
Do you know of any relationship between the Whisperer and a crew in New Orleans called the Jolly Rogers?
A crew named after the skull and crossbones flag flown by European and American pirates? How so very colorful! Yo-ho-ho! Why do you ask?
The man who called you about the Whisperer, Bruno Bollet, he was a member of the Jolly Rogers. I just thought maybe one had something to do with the other.
Had the Whisperer fallen into the hands of pirates, I promise you my research would have turned up that fact. But it didn't. Therefore, no relationship. Coincidence strikes again.
Had the Whisperer fallen into the hands of pirates, I promise you my research would have turned up the fact, but it didn't. Therefore, no relationship. Coincidence strikes again. So I think what Hotchkiss was trying to say here is that there's a higher chance that the Crystal Skull could be here. Let's see. Unfortunately, it seems they're still out of money. Yeah, Sequin, her active, unfortunately. Moonbear, hello Sequin, hello Meteor Ray. Meteor Ray, you see the epitome of it in Midnight in Salem. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Thanks for your help.
Rock and roll!
I love Hotchkiss. Hotchkiss is awesome. But yeah, so you're right. Midnight in Salem, from what it was announced as, from the trailer we saw, like, how many years ago was it now? Almost like 5. To what we got, which was almost a year ago. Has it been a year since Midnight in Salem? You can definitely tell, like, the direction of the characters and the story and all of it really changed drastically. 6 years. Oh my gosh, it's been 6 years since they announced it. And then when we got the chance to play it recently. Yeah, it's crazy. I really do hope that Her Interactive figures out what they need to do with the Nancy Drew brand, because these are fantastic games. I mean, And not only that, but the community, the Her Interactive Nancy Drew community out there is so huge, and it's such a diverse community, and even like companies out there. I'm just very shocked that how that the companies out there aren't seeing like the potential of the fact that like the Nancy Drew community is a bunch of loyal fans. I mean, you get consistent loyal buyers. It's you're not just getting like a series of games. You're getting like an entire community of people of mystery solving sleuths. So I really do hope that Her Interactive or some company out there figures it out. I hope that the next game is really in development.
I haven't done that.
Let's see.
I haven't done that. I haven't done that.
Okay, let's see. I'm continuing down the list to see what other puzzles we have to solve left.
Still have to do that.
Okay, we didn't explore the garden as much as we thought we did. Let's see, what else?
Can't check that off
We didn't find
yet.
all of Bruno's eyes.
Can't
we
check
didn't
that
do
off
that.
yet.
We didn't...
Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet.
Okay, so there's still a lot we have to do still. And how long have we been streaming for? An hour 20? Okay. Okay, so... Yeah, Midnight in Salem was so disappointing. I was looking forward to that setting and story. I love the museum and apothecary, but the controls were wonky and the rest was just kind of lazy. Lynn, why does everyone have a crown next to their name, LOL? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why the crowns are a part of it. When I highlight it, it says Prime Gaming, so my guess is... Yeah, okay, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to the Twitch person for free. That's cool. Good to know. I think I'm not Twitch Prime yet, but or not. I'm not like a Twitch affiliate or anything. I'm below the 50 subscriber count, follow count. But it's good to know though. Okay, so let's see. We have to do the pirate mission, and I'm not sure where to start with this one. You just got to resubscribe each month. Oh, okay, so that's how it works. The last denizen buried in my guard will start you hunting through the graveyard. What's written on the headstone will lead you to another, and so on and so forth till tiny treasure you discover. The last denizen buried on my guard. So I wonder if that has anything to do with the log we saw, and I don't remember where we found that log. Where was that log? I remember there being a log somewhere. Meteorite, I remember this. I remember that there was like a calendar in one of the passageways. I think this is it actually. No, wait, was this it? No, that wasn't it. Where was that calendar? Oh, here it is. Okay, and then I think that Nancy was like, oh, that's today. And I don't remember. I think this was the one that Nancy was like, oh, that's today. I love this puzzle sequence. Skull Bones, Rampart, and Doomane. Okay, my question is... The last denizen buried on my guard will start you hunting through the graveyard. What's written on the headstone will lead you to another, and so on and so forth till tiny treasure you discover. The last denizen buried on my guard. So my question is, does it have anything to do with this calendar? Because it's mentioning a time. You're welcome to backseat game me if you if I'm hot or cold right now. Because I don't remember. Nah. Okay, so it doesn't count. Okay, so it's not part of it. Okay, thank you. Oh. Let's get some more gum for the mystery. Let's chew some gum. I want to sell some gumballs. Logbook. Oh, the logbook in the great room. Okay. All right, let's make our way downstairs and go to the great room. Okay, so buried So my question is, are we just gonna have to look up the most recent person that died? So like 1965, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 73, 74, 75. Terra Siesta. Tammy Tasselman. So is that like the solution? The last Tammy Tasselman? Tammy Tassel, Tassleman.
This name doesn't fit the clue.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. Tassle. Tassleman. Tammmy. Oops.
That looks like the right name.
Okay, I spelled Tammy wrong. Okay. So, and she's located in Terra Siesta. Terra Siesta. Noise is right. Where is Terra Siesta? No. Okay, so it's located here, and to get there, we have to go past the fountain. So we have to go to the right of the fountain, and then go right again, and then go past the bayou, go north, and then there's Terra Siesta. Okay. All right, let's go make our way to Terra Siesta. We're gonna go on another cemetery adventure. Those are two words you never thought that you put together. Cemetery adventure. Okay, we're gonna go right, and then right again. It's my boy Bernie the Gator, exactly. But this is the bayou, right? Yeah, so we're not gonna go to the bayou. We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. I think it was. Yeah, Terra Siesta. Okay. Tasselman Tammy, December 25th, 1870, October 31st, 1975. Couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died, we buried her deep. Aww. Couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died, we buried her deep. Huh. Couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died, we buried her deep. So my question is there any other hints here? Like, do we care about the dates or anything? I don't think we do, right? We just have to figure out the next clue. Couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died, we buried her deep. I'm guessing no. I'm guessing we can just leave. Names are gonna be a play on words. Oh, okay. So you're saying we're gonna have to go back to the logbook and then check to see like what that name might correspond to. Okay, got it. So it's like a play on words situation. Garth the Wolf. Oh hi, welcome to the stream. Come on in. Help us solve a mystery together. We're playing Nancy Drew, Legend of the Crystal Skull, and this is a really just crazy mystery. Okay, so the hint that we're looking for is couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died, we buried her deep. And you're saying that the solutions are a play on words? Cassie, Aura B, Antonia, Deep. Aura B, Christine, Deirdre. Well, okay, Jose, Christine. I don't see any here. Judea, Jones, Nora, Jaren, Antonio, just said. I never thought I'd spend my Monday night looking at a list of people's names of people that died. This is what Nancy Drew games are all about. Like, you know, I missed this. Like, I really miss the Nancy Drew games. This is why I'm playing them again, because, you know, you never know what you're expecting out of a Nancy Drew game. Like, you know, never thought I'd be, you know, Just playing a Nancy Drew game, looking at a list of dead people. Garth the Wolf, better the Crystal Skull be with Nancy Drew than Indiana Jones. Right. Let's see. Tisha Clara Winslow, Pia Duffney, Isabel Eloise, Missy Fleischer. I don't really see any plays on words here. Barn Chaser, Dan Luckily, Gwendolyn, Isabel Justine, Sal Zoe, Geraldine Kimberly, Carmen Smith, Lexi Nurse, Mariana Harriet, Lucy Brown, Connie Chuckle, Juliet Penn, Zibit Sunday, Jolene Jolie, Trix Kingsley. Yeah, I don't know. Magdalene, Kathleen Layout. Let's see. Laura, Spin, Belinda, Regina, Laura, Stefan, Gabriel Rock, Justine Klein, Sammy. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Sequin, thank you for following. I didn't even notice. And then, for anybody else that followed, thank you very much. God's Whip, thank you for following. Let's see. Wilson. Daniel Wilson, Steve Smith, Wade Smith, Gar Smith, Peter Thomas, Sanchez, Pablo Innocent, Fraser. So, I mean, if these really are like a play on words going on here, I am very lost. Felix Octavio, Danny Errol, London Darby Fletcher. Yeah, I don't know. These are... I'm going to go back to that list again, or that poem thing again. Sequin, for sure. This is fun, and you're doing a good job at having us follow along. It's a fun discussion. Meet RA, me too. Moon Bear, Heart. Yeah, thank you all. I really appreciate it. I am new at streaming, so for me, this is fun to just have a nice like conversation. I'm very much a goofball. I'm very silly, and I like just having a good time like with these games. I think the only other like guy that plays Nancy Drew is Arglefump, and I've watched a lot of his content. I think he's awesome as well. But yeah, Walt Sky, Tarek, Bart Klein, Bun, Leslie Caesar, Jennifer. Yeah, I don't see the. Let's see, for Bruno. Constance Snoring, Ladford Driscoll, Sidney Nur. I'm going to that poem one more time, though. Couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died, we buried her deep. Okay. Tyreek Edmonds, Desire Longren, Patrick Longren. This is difficult. I like how a lot of you in the chat are like, oh, the treasure hunting puzzle, it was so much fun. And I'm just sitting here like looking at the list like, what's the next one? I don't want to be a treasure hunter anymore. Okay, let's see. Ricky Collin, Garrett Quincy, Owen Moore, Judgy Kelsey, Sid Wilson. The treasure hunting puzzle actually kills me. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just funny that half the chat is divided where it's like, oh, it was so much fun. And then the other half is just like, no, thank you. I gotta keep a physical piece of paper for it. I love the Nancy Drew notebook vibe. That is me right now with my paper. I gotta do Nancy Drew, like, paper, journal, something. I'm right there with you, Sequin. Meet RA. Oh, it also includes location names as well. Huh. Okay, that's a good clue there. Thank you. I think I'm gonna take a step away from reading dead people's names and go back here and see what I can find. Slumber Gardens. Oh, I get it. So we buried her deep somewhere. Okay. I see where you're going with that. Meet RA. Meet Ra. Is it Meet RA, like, or is it Meet Ra? Am I saying it wrong? Sleeping Meadow, Writhing Roots Memorial, 40 Winks Mausoleum, Crowing Crypts. We buried her deep. Nope, Bernie, we're not ready to see you yet. Buried her deep. Yas. Sleeping Meadow is my guess. Let's check the list. Can't spell.
This name doesn't fit the clue.
And did I spell meadow right? Sleeping, M-E-A-D-O-W? M-E-A-D-O-W. Oh, seeping, not sleeping, seeping. Oh, okay, that's wrong then. That's totally wrong.
This name doesn't fit the clue.
Okay, then yeah, maybe that's not right then. Writhing Boots Memorial. 40 Winks Mausoleum. When they say bury though, does that count being in a mausoleum or does that count being like underground? Crowing Crypts. Slumber Gardens. Could that be it?
That doesn't make sense.
Come on, Nancy. Slumber Gardens. Couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died, we buried her deep. Slumber Gardens. Maybe I'm off on that. I think you need a name instead of a place. Oh, I do, Terragigin? Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go back then. Yeah, I also think it's a name. Okay. Huh. It's a name, yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you all. Siesta, sleep in Spanish. Hint, they are puns. Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Thank you. Yeah, that's a good point. And isn't it called Siesta? Terra Siesta. Okay, got it. So like land of the the sleep. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see. So is the name a pun then? Is my guess then? So am I thinking about a name that's also a pun? So if that's the case, then I just have to look for a name that's a pun. Right? One more. G. Kelsey. Because I'm assuming it's a name that's like not a name. Like it's... Yeah, exactly. A lot more puns. Felix James. Polyester. Meat rot. Oh no, I messed up. Patrick Longreen. Disregard my hint. Oh, so you're saying that it's not a location, it's definitely a name. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Jimmy Manny, Julie Melville, Greg T. Odell, Alfred Bruno, Constance Snoring. Oh, Constance Snoring. That's funny. But I don't know if that matches the hint. Couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died, we buried her deep. Couldn't sleep without a peep. Maybe it is Constance Snoring. Constance. And then what was her... Constance Noring. Okay.
That's gotta be it.
Oh, it completed, auto-completed for me. All right, well, that worked. Constance Noring. All right, I like that. Imagine if that were a real name. My name is Noring. Constance Noring. Oh, okay. Woohoo! Yeah, thank you, Terrigen and Meat Ra and Sequin. Thank you all. All right, so the next spot we got to go is Crowing Crypts. Crowing Crypts is right here, and to get there, we have to go to the right of the fountain and then up from there. Okay. Like I said, I never thought I'd spend my Monday night looking at dead people's names and walking through a cemetery trying to do a puzzle. I mean, this is what we grew up on, though. I mean, I don't know how old any of you are, but like, you know, when I was in high school, like, this was my version of fun growing up. Like, doing stuff like this with my friends. Playing Nancy Drew games and doing stuff like this. Going into a fake cemetery and reading names of dead people, trying to figure out a puzzle. Okay. Growing crypts. Constant snoring. There you are. Never early, never late. That's the next one. Never early, never late. I definitely have spent a fair few weekends hanging with people playing Nancy Drew. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's continue. Sequin, my dad and I would play when I was an early teen. I really like that. That's awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. Back when I was in elementary school, I never knew the Nancy Drew games existed, and I went to one of my friend's houses at the time, and he showed it to me, and him and his sister would play it together, and then I'd watch them. And my first Nancy Drew game ever was Message in a Haunted Mansion, and we all played it together, and I remember we were in third grade, and for some reason, minor spoiler alert here, but it's not really a huge spoiler, but we would try to figure out ways to get Nancy off the case. So we would, minor spoiler again, we would try to make the chandelier fall on the floor on purpose, just so that we could laugh really hard. I don't know why, but back when I was in third grade, I'm 27, but back when I was in third grade, I would love making the chandelier in Message in a Haunted Mansion just fall, and we would do it every time on purpose, and we'd just laugh so hard watching the chandelier fall on the floor, and then Nancy get fired from the case. Like, Meetra, I gotta go, catch you next time. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being on the stream tonight. Sequin, me too. You're bringing me so much nostalgia. Oh yeah, exactly, for the thing. Good night, Meetra, though. Hope see you next time. Yeah, exactly. So much nostalgia from all of that. It's yeah, gotta love the early Nancy Drew games. I tried showing my ex one of the other Nancy Drew games, and they didn't like it. But yeah, I think that it's such an interesting thing too. Like, they're not for everybody, but they are definitely great games. I've been playing for 15, 16 years too. I'm also 27. Okay, there you go. So yeah, I think it's interesting. I wonder. Yeah, I'm great. I mean, it's great to see how much of an audience, how widespread the audience is. So yeah, it's really cool to see just how diverse that Nancy Drew community is. It's kind of sad though too, because I was really hoping that by now, I mean, how many years has it been since Midnight in Salem was announced? 6 years. And if they do 2 games a year, what number was Midnight in Salem? 33. So what's 33 plus 12? We'd be on Nancy Drew 45 by now. Like, if they would have continued their pace, we'd be at almost 50 Nancy Drew games. It's so sad to think about. I really do hope that they continue, because, like, I want to get to Nancy Drew 50 one day. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, this was a great long-running series. I really do hope that they continue the momentum or something happens, because, like, we'd almost be at Nancy Drew 50. Sequin, I love this point-and-click style, and it seems like no one else is interested in this style of game. I don't tolerate VR very well, and it's definitely the style now. Yeah, a lot of games nowadays, Sequin, but I hate the I Spy type games. Yeah, like, Big Fish Games is very infamous for their hidden object games. I think that's, like, I remember listening to a podcast from them, and they were saying that's, like, a huge chunk of their revenue. And there's a big market for the hidden object games, but that's what made the Nancy Drew games so unique, that they're not hidden object. They're point-and-click adventure games that were, I mean, this was before, like, 3D games back in the day were, like, a thing. But yeah, I mean, and that Her Interactive decided to keep that style over the years, that same style of, like, having 3D environments but making them point and click on purpose. Yeah, and yeah, VR definitely seems to be more popular nowadays, or at least that style where it's first person. Totally understandable there. Yeah, I mean, Nancy Drew games are so like, you have 33 games in the series. It's like, why fix what's not broken, I guess. I see the appeal there. So I mean, I can see why, like, fans are divided on making the games more modern versus, like, just keeping the original, like, the old school way. I mean, I don't think there's a right or wrong answer there. I mean, I think in the case of Her Interactive right now, I think that, in my opinion, they're better off just keeping the original. Are you a game dev or enthusiast? Or so IRL, I'm a software developer, and my main job is web development. So I do like front end, back end. For those of you that don't know what that is, front end is like more if you're more creative. Front end is a lot more like making things look pretty. So if you're making a website, or if you go on Amazon or something, it's just making things look really nice, making things look somewhat functional. Back end is more like behind the scenes. It's more like making things work, making things like if you click a button, what should that button do? So like that's back end, and I do both. And I am an indie game developer. That's actually one of the reasons why I started streaming, to build an audience for a game that I'm making. I'm also actually making a first-person point-and-click adventure game that's somewhat like Nancy Drew, but it has a Sims twist. It's based off Nancy Drew, to be honest, and The Sims. And the game I'm making is called My Vacation Pixel Paradise. It's basically a game where you start a new life on a tropical island, somewhat similar to somewhat of like Animal Crossing. So you'll have your own house, or a condo, I guess, and you'll be able to customize it, make it look really cool. And all the while you're living life on this tropical island, you're also getting to know the neighbors that have like their own secrets. You'll be solving puzzles and figuring out secrets on the island. And the game is very much like a point and click, kind of like The Sims 4 Adventures. Exactly. And my game is a 2D first person point and click. My plan is to probably do like Twitch streams where I might like start showing off some of my development and how that's going so far. And my plan is to make it for PC, iOS, Android. I'm still very much in development with it, but yeah, that's partially the reason why I've been streaming and creating a brand for myself, to help create an audience and make people aware of my game coming out, but also to show off the nostalgia and have just some fun playing with a bunch of other adventure game lovers who also loved the Nancy Drew games. I mean, I grew up playing these games, and if Her Interactive isn't going to release a new Nancy Drew game anytime soon, that I want to be able to make something fun and continue that. So, but yeah, let's see. Sequin, oh neat. So exciting. Sequin again. I like The Sims 4 Adventures. I love that. Exciting. I'm going to make a note and keep up with this then. Yeah, you can find me. I have My Vacation Pixel Paradise is on Facebook. It's also, you can also join my Discord community. I post updates on my games Discord community all the time. I'm the Italian Gamer Joe, so you're welcome to follow that as well. But yeah, let's go back to the Nancy Drew for now. But if you have questions, feel free to reach out to me either through Twitch or on my Discord community, or you can follow my game on Facebook, or just follow the Italian Gamer Joe. If you follow the Italian Gamer Joe, you'll get all the updates to my indie game. So thank you all very much for taking interest in it. It's a huge passion of mine. I've been working on my indie game for about 5 years now, so I'm hoping to have it released soon. But yeah, so let's see. What was the hint? Let's see. Never early, never late. I'm guessing like just in time or something like that. Like, is that what it is? Yay for having fun, and we look forward to seeing your game. Thanks, Terrigen. And thanks, Sequin. Let's see. Is there like a Justine time or something? Lorenzo, Felix, Claudio, Dexter. Denver, Fraser, Caesar Percy, Leslie Red. Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm guessing like a... Wait, is that... No. Autumn Paxton, Oliver Shaw. It sounds like it would be like a Justine Time or something like that, but maybe I'm wrong. Just in time. I got it. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Maybe that's just like my... I think that's just like my, just in...
That looks like the right name.
Okay. All right, just in time. Where are you? Let's find you. And I lost it. Oh, okay. Sorrow Park. Okay, let's make our way to Sorrow Park. Oh, nope. Where is Sorrow Park? You know, after I beat Legend of the Crystal Skull, I'm trying to decide what Nancy Drew game I'm going to play after this. A piece of me is thinking about playing The Phantom of Venice, only because this is Italian Gamer Joe, and this is an Italian-themed, like, show, so I'm thinking about doing Phantom of Venice just for that reason alone. But, Yeah, I can't decide yet. I know that Phantom of Venice is also like a more chill Nancy Drew game. It's not as like intense as Crystal Skull. Um, Venice would be fun, yeah. And by the way, Venice, when the pandemic is over, I highly recommend you all go to Venice. It's beautiful. It's like nowhere else in this world. Sorrow Park. Okay, so Sorrow Park is to the left of where Henry was crying. Okay. Yeah, I might do Phantom of Venice next, since that way, because we're like I said, it's the Italian Gamer Joe. We're Italian themed. It'd be nice to go back to the Italian roots. All in for Venice stream and Venice IRL. Exactly. Plus, like, now that I've had, like, real-world experience going to Venice, like, I think it'd be great to, like, be on stream and share my stories of being in Venice while playing it. And plus, like, come on. We get Nancy in a cat suit. We get to go to the nightclub. Well, I don't want to spoil anything for those who never played it yet, but it was such a fun game. And we get to play some Scopa, like, oh, I'm excited now. This is not it. I'd like to go to literally anywhere other than the grocery store, though. Yeah. I kind of wish that Phantom of Venice had, like, more in-game locations, because it heavily relied on that map system. It was still fun, though. Like, I still thoroughly enjoyed Venice. Yeah, Scopa was so much fun. And the way they designed it was just like the way in real life. Like, I have actual Scopa cards in real life. Okay, here's Sorrow Park. Just in time. All dressed up with no place to go. Okay. All dressed up with no place to go. Scopa! I love Scopa. Yeah. Maybe... Well, I want to, like, get some, like, Italian Gamer Joe merch at some point when I grow big enough, and... maybe I'll, like, talk to someone about making Italian Gamer Joe Scopa cards or something like that. We'll see. Alright. I love this song. This song is one of my favorite Nancy Drew songs. I swear, this should be the Nancy Drew theme song. I think I've said it like 50 times already. Sorry, Bernie, not now. All dressed up and nowhere to go. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see. No. I love that song. It's one of my favorite Nancy Drew songs. And whenever I hear that song, I think of the trailer for Crystal Skull when they show Bernie at the end, where he like bites the camera. Let's see. Betty Barn Chaser, all dressed up and nowhere to go. Ukulele. Jaden Megan Jones, Nora Burnett. All dressed up and nowhere to go. Chris Alba, Tonya Wilson, or B. Tammy Tasselman, Marcelino. Alright, we're gonna go back to the beginning, because I think that I might have missed it. Peter P. Connor. Robert Denzel Just. Sheldon Iser. Fernando. Levy Roy. Garnet Quincy. Owen Moore. Sid. Angel Tyrone. Griffin Herschel. Val Heschel. Dorian Moe. Frederick Randolph Rudolph, Felix Tilbottle Hernandez, Richard James Linsberg. I'm reading them out loud to like see if it clicks for me. All dressed up and nowhere to go. Constance Noring, we got that one. I remember this name, Lynn. I can't find it. Derek, Lincoln, Damien, JT, Ernie Farley, Denver Fraser, Caesar, Percy, Leslie Red, Bud Travers, Tyler Clark, Gerald Clayton, Bart Klein, Walt Sky, Paxton. It's a girl's name, Joe, LOL. Oh. Thanks for the hint, Lynn. Jamie Phipps. Annie Franny, Jessica Kwan, Madeline Adelia, Adonia Madison, Katie Lesia, Tegan Alberta, Abigail, Susie Yesenia, Veronica Wilson, Jacqueline, Rose Winter Spring, Lena Marquita, Peregrine. Wait, this one? All dressed up with no place to go. Yeah, this is the all dressed up one. Sarah Christine, Jolene, Joni, Sunday, Juliet Penn, Connie Chuckle, Myra Mains. I like that. Ludacris. I don't think it's a girl's name. Oh no. Alright. I'll go back a little bit. Buck Murray, Danny, Earl, Felix, Norris. Just in time. We got that. Yes, you passed it. No. Alright, I'll go back a few more then. Ernie Farley, Francisco August, Fernando Pablo, Denver Fraser, Caesar Percy, Leslie Red, Bud Travers, Chad London Darby, Edwin Sherlock, Lovell, Benjamin Shuckleburn, Autumn Paxton, Oliver Shaw, Charlie Wicker, Bart Stevens, Derek Grant, Michael. Huh. Steve Smith, Wade Smith, Gar Smith, Peter Thomas, Jamie Phipps, Buck Murray, Simpson, Did I pass it? Norris, Gabriel Rock, just in time. Carol Donald, this is, maybe I did pass it. Yes, you passed it. Maybe go back a couple more. A couple more from this one. No, wait. The last page that I was on was Magdalene Adelia. Idonia Madison, Katie Lesia, Tegan Alberta, Manny Kin, Abigail Halsey, Susie Yesenia, Veronica Wilson, Rose Winter Spring, Laura, Lena Marquita, Carmen Smith, Lexi Nesta, Mariana Harriet, Lucy Brown, Chris, Connie Chuckle, Juliet Penn, Jolene Joni, Lucy Christie, Trix Kingsley, Melina Hanna, Dolly Ray, Dirk Greaser, Betty Barn Chaser, Diana Evelyn, Nikki Gwendolyn, Isabel Justine, Ukulele, Lady Lelaine, Debbie Letitia, Sal Zoe, Geraldine. It's a fabric. Josie Lilac, Cass Elizabeth, Jonathan Bass, Jean Ferris, Alice Keeley, Meryl, Amelia, Missy Felicia, Renee Carlson. No. What was the clue? I left the room for a minute. All dressed up with no place to go. Missy Felicia, Jean Paris, Cass Elizabeth. All dressed up, nowhere to go. Just sit. Hartley Lowell, Laureen Lotus, Julian Steffi, right? Okay. Latonia Wilson, Casey Orby, Jean A. Thomas, Amanda Jada, Maribel, Jesse Christine, Tammy Tasselman. Okay. So it's a fabric and supposedly a girl's name. Carmen Smith, Lexi Ernest, Lucy Brown, Connie Chuckle Juliet. This struggle reminds me of the puzzle with Lamont where I was counting the words wrong. I feel like I passed it like 50 times already. Magdalene Adelia, Idonia Madison, Katie Lesia, Tegan Alberta, Maddie Man. I feel like half of you are just face palming right now, like, Joe passed it 4 times already! Laura Swerna Belinda. Nora Stefan. We found just in time again. Go back to the beginning. When I'm just imagining you like face palming again, like, ugh. Sequin. Ooh. Or, oh. We still love you, dearie. Thanks for the love. Okay. Alright, this is back at the beginning again. Levi Roy. Okay. I don't see any names in here that are a woman's name or, well, I mean, like, a fabric. Josiah Beck, Aaron Quincy, Owen Moore, Joel Tyrone, Griffin, Quincy. Yeah, those don't sound right. I think it was on page 85. All right, let's see. Lena Marquita, Belinda, Constance, Loros. I'm going down up. Rose Winterspring. I could never play this game. Lin, I think so too. Page 78. A bunch of exclamation points. What, Moonbear? You don't want to, read people's dead names and go, grave hunting in a cemetery for 2 hours? I mean, come on, Moonbear. That's what we're all here for. Definitely. Wait, I think so too. Page 78. Yes, it's definitely 85. It would take me days. If it weren't for all of you watching me right now, and helping me, I probably would make it take me days too. Lin Lane, right there. Oh my god, my mouse is right on it. My mouse accidentally hit it. Polyester. That's a clippable moment right there, where my mouse accidentally hit the answer. Oh man. Lynn, right there. Your mouse is on it. Oh man. Polyester. Thank you. That makes sense too. Oh my gosh, that took forever. Polyester.
This name doesn't fit the clue.
Wait. I think I spelled it wrong. Pollyyester, right? Oops. No. Pollyyester. Did I not? Oh, Givens. Givens.
That can't be right.
Wait, what? No, OMG, I'm wrong. No, oh no, then it's page 85. It is a name you need, but not for this clue. R.I.P. me, y'all. The chat is on fire tonight. The drama. Okay, let's see. Alright, 85. Madeline Adelia, Idonia Madison, Katie Lesia, Tegan Alberta, Mannequin, Abigail Alice, Susie Yesenia, Veronica Wilson, Rafaela Marilyn, Jacqueline, Rose Winterspring. Is it all dressed up, nowhere to go? Agreed. Y'all had me second guessing. Lena, all dressed up and nowhere to go. No place to go, I should say. Dressed up, can't move. Idonia, Madison, Katie, Tegan, Alberta, Abigail, Susie, Yesenia, Veronica Wilson, Raphaelia. Is it Rose Winterspring? Laura, Swernia, Belinda. Many clothing stores? Belinda. Idonia Madison, Katie Lesia, Tegan Alberta, Mannequin, Abigail Alice, Susie Yesenia, Veronica Wilson, Rafaela Marilyn, Jacqueline, Rose Winterspring, Laura Swernia, Belinda Constanja, Lena Marquita. Huh. None of these make sense to me. Madeline Adelia, Idonia Madison, all dressed up, no place to go. Tegan Alberta, Mannequin. Wait. Is it Mannequin? Is it Mannequin? Listen to Terror, not me. Alright, I'm gonna give Mannequin a guess, just because I feel like I'm crazy.
That doesn't make sense. There. I'm no dummy.
Oh my gosh, yes, we got it. It took forever. Thank you all so much for helping me with that one. I struggled. I think I only have enough time for one more, so we're going to go ahead and just go find it real quick. And then I might hold off for tonight, but let's see. Where was Mannequin located? I didn't even, bother checking. Writhing Moods Memorial. Okay. What was the name? Guess, Moonbear. It's Mannequin. Let's see. Oh, and shout out to Lynn. Thanks for gifting the Nitro in Discord. Yeah, Lynn and I, Lynn is, thanks for being part of the community as well. And yeah, we might start gifting Discord Nitros and stuff like that for community members that join. We might start doing giveaways and stuff like that as well. So if you do join the Discord community, we might be holding sweepstakes and stuff where we give away prizes and stuff like that. So you're welcome to join for that reason as well. Writhing Roots Memorial. Wait, what the? Oh, I never know that before. Okay. I was hoping for an eyeball, but I got a skull. It's okay. So by the tree. So fountain, so up and then left. Okay. Let's go make our way to the tree. Oh, I'm missing a lot of the chat here. Yes, what was the name? I had to alt-tab. Mannequin, OMG, laughing, a bunch of me right now. This has been so fun. I'm glad you're all having a good time on the stream. Yeah, this has been a good time. Thank you all very much for being here. This has been a really fun night of just doing a cemetery graveyard expedition. If we don't finish it tonight, then I will definitely finish it off tomorrow. This is not it. We found the mushroom there. Let's see. Let's go this way. Okay. Mannequin died in debt. Oh, died in debt. That's sad. Died in debt though. I'm trying to think of what would be. Is it possible to go around? This is gonna sound stupid, but is it possible when you're going? Can you go cut around this way, or can you only go? I think you can't. I don't think you can. I don't think there's a hotspot. I think you can only go. Yeah, it won't let you go around. You can only go. Yeah, you can either go around this way. I never realized that you can either go around this way. Or the game forces you to go around this way. There's no way around it, which is really strange. Okay, anyway. That was just a random moment there. Okay. Okay, what time is it? We stream for 2 hours now? Okay. Alright, well, I think for tonight, I'm just going to recap what happened, and then tomorrow we'll finish off this puzzle. So, we're at Died in Debt. So just to recap what happened tonight, we did the time puzzle in the grandfather clock, and we solved the grandfather clock puzzle 3 different times. We also, what else did we do? We called the artifact person, and they told us that the crystal skull was in fact real, and that whoever made the letter, that it was a fake, basically fabricated the letter. We called Hotchkiss, and we had a very philosophical conversation with Hotchkiss about the crystal skull and beliefs and all that, stuff like that. Moonbear, died in debt. Me, easy. Lane, in debt. Literally me right now. Turgeon, way to go. It was fun to watch again. Thank you all very much. But yeah, to recap, let's see. We didn't really talk to very many suspects. It was mostly just phone friends and then trying to solve a bunch of puzzles. There are still quite a few puzzles we have to solve. We have to still follow the clues on the paper. That's what we're doing right now, actually. We didn't do the librarian puzzle yet. The buzzard statue puzzle we did earlier today, but we didn't actually solve it yet. We didn't look at all the books in the library. We haven't found all the glass eyes yet. What else haven't we done yet? We didn't do the skee ball puzzle. I don't know if we have everything we need for the skee ball puzzle, so explore every inch of the garden.
I haven't done that.
We haven't done that yet, and that's about it. So tonight was just a lot of eyeball collecting and just some like minor plot exposition, but there wasn't too much in terms of like too much as far as like suspect interrogation or anything like that. But I'm guessing that we're getting close to the end of the game because we're already hitting 17 for the glass eyeballs. So I think once we hit that number, I think there's not that much left to do. Let's see. Way to go. It was fun to watch again from Turgeon. Thank you. Sequin, definitely fun. Same time tomorrow. It was 9 p.m. Eastern time-ish for me. By the way, Italian Gamer Joe, I'm from Chicago, so for me it's Central Time. Usually I stream at around 7, 8 Central Time, so I'm not 100% sure what that is to Eastern Time. Let me check real quick. Let's see. 7 p.m. Central to Eastern. So 7 p.m. Central Time is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So it might be either... So it'll be 8 p.m. for you or around 9 p.m. for you. Exactly. For Sequin. Let's see. Lynn, message me on Discord for your Nitro gift if you want it. Yeah, so once again, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate this. This has been really fun playing Nancy Drew Legend of the Crystal Skull. Once again, I'm the Italian Gamer Joe. I play adventure games like Nancy Drew. This is my first Nancy Drew stream of a actual Nancy Drew game. It took me forever to figure out how to do this, but literally what I'm doing right now is I'm in my Italian Gamer Joe Discord community. I'm inside one of my Discord channels, and literally what I'm doing is I'm streaming Nancy Drew from Discord and then having Streamlabs OBS stream my Discord window, which is a lot of extra steps that I need to do, but I was able to do it. I was able to get Nancy Drew streamed. For some reason, I don't know why I have to do that, but it works perfectly. But yeah, I also stream games like Broken Age. I stream Grim Fandango. I stream some Final Fantasy games. I try to act out the characters as well when I play games that don't have like voice dialogue. So you'll hear me if you watch any of my previous streams, you'll see that I like voice out characters and stuff. I'm kind of a big goofball, and I make a lot of Starbucks jokes because I love Starbucks. You can even see me with my venti white chocolate mocha. I'm very much a big Starbucks fan. Italian Gamer Joe is also a very inclusive community, so if you're all welcome to follow me. You're also all welcome to join my Discord community. We are extremely inclusive. We're very open-minded to others. If you join the community or join my Twitch, you're more than welcome to hang out. We don't just talk about video games. We also talk about like TV shows, books, food. There's so much that we talk about in our community. So you're all more than welcome to come on in, hang out. Like I said before, we also have like sweepstakes and gifts going on as well. So like we have Lynn is gifting Discord Nitro. Thanks so much for that, Lynn. We're also going to be doing like some other different sweepstakes for prizes, including like maybe some Starbucks, maybe some game related stuff. We're not really sure yet, but we'll definitely have more in store for that as well. So you're welcome to join. Let's see, Moonbear, whatever you have to do. Sequin, I love Final Fantasy 2. I searched Nancy Drew, so I'm happy I found you. Also, in on Starbucks. Yay! make sure you all get your Starbucks on. Maybe you'll, thank you for that. And then Moonbear, we got to get some Starbucks. Exactly. Love for Starbucks. But yeah, once again, I'm Italian Gamer Joe. You can find me here. You can make sure to give me a follow if you enjoy my content. Like I said, the Discord's a very inclusive place. I created this community to help build an audience for my game, but I also wanted to create this community for those of you that love adventure games. It's also a global pandemic, so for me, this has been a great experience with just, geeking out, hanging out, creating a community. I recently have gone through a lot of stress during this pandemic. Fortunately for me, my family and I are safe. So for me, but it's still been a very stressful time for all of us. I'm sure all of you out there are also having pandemic stress. So for me, that's been part of the reason why I created this community. And another is just I went through a very recent heartbreak in my life. So for me, having this community, creating an inclusive place where we can just have some fun and play games. For me, it's helping me as well, and I'm hoping for it to help all of you as well. So that's kind of the reason why I'm here, why I created this community, why to have such an inclusive place, just a place to go for just to have some fun, let go, take a few hours to just have some fun, play an Nancy Drew game, play adventure games, and not worry about the craziness of life, a global pandemic, heartbreaks, whatever the case. But anyway, I usually stream once a day. I usually stream every night if I can, for about an hour. Tonight I went a little long. I did 2 hours, but I had a lot of fun doing it. You are all very awesome, and you're all such great detectives. Thank you so much for being here with me. And if you haven't done so already, feel free to give me a follow and support my content. Sequin, Linlane, Moonbear, Terrigen, Meet RA. Thank you all so much for being here. This has been so much fun. I also post the walkthroughs on YouTube as well, so if you missed it, you can watch it on YouTube. My videos stay up for 60 days. But yeah, hope you all have a good evening, and I'll be here tomorrow to stream more Nancy Drew. Thank you all. This is the Italian Gamer Joe signing off for tonight. Buonanotte. Until next time.